guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to go ahead and start redecorating here in our kitchen. As you can see, I'm just showing some really quick close-ups, previews of what we're going to be doing. I just want to go ahead and start muting down the yellow in my house before I end up removing yellow automatically, like to put it away. But we're just going to go ahead and start off here in this corner of the kitchen. So I did pick up this frame on sale at Target just recently. I have this one and another one. So I'm just going to go ahead and lean it here. I've always been more into the moody warm tones, and something about fields and stuff like this just caught my attention like so fast. Plus I also like the gold and brass colors on there. But besides the frame, we did add my block of knives and then the bow here, and also my oil containers. These oil containers, I actually picked them up at Marshall's recently. And then I just added our spoon holder there. And then I did want to add the lemons to this wooden bowl, but I was like feeling like it needed something. So I have these green and white tea towels. They do have like different herbs on them, like with their name. So I went ahead and just added the tea towel inside, also to give the lemons like a little bit of a height while I add them in there. So I was just kind of rearranging my frame and my knives here, just so that the lemon bowl would actually fit and still like give a little bit of room in case I want to use this side of the counter, which we really don't. So it's not like a big thing for me to need this space over here. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and add the lemons in there. As you've seen back behind my knives, I did have my Alexa, so it was just kind of like trying to fix her there a few minutes ago. But we're just gonna finish up adding the lemons. So I was done adding the lemons, but I decided on trying to see if my block of knives would look better kind of like sideways or like instead of cornered, because of my Alexa that is in the back. And I think I liked it better this way, to be cornered instead of, near the wall instead of being like in an angle, corner angle. But I did switch it around. But now that I was doing like the editing and looking back at my shots, I realized that I think I liked it more towards the wall, so I went ahead and switched that afterwards. But then we're going to move on to the other side of the stove. This is the other frame that I also got on sale from Target. I will link them in the description box, this one and the other one. Hopefully they're still on sale by the time this video goes out. But I just went ahead and added that there. Then I'm going to go ahead and use a napkin paper towel holder that I picked up also at Marshall's recently. So it does have like a wooden base, but the outside is like a gold color as well as the stem. And then I just put that on the side of the frame. So we went ahead and put the napkin holder there, and then I'm just gonna bring in this crock. This one is from Walmart several years back, and I do have my wooden spoons in there from my previous summer decorating video, and I still left the sunflowers there as well. I was planning on leaving it just like that, like based on the bottom without anything, but I always feel like trays and baskets and cutting boards just brings like the whole items together and makes it look more intentionally decorated instead of just thrown there, if that makes sense. But then I brought my copper cups over here, the measuring cups, so I did put them on this side. And then of course I'm also going to be adding the teaspoons. It's just a set of copper ones that I had got a while back at Marshall's as well. And then when I was with my sisters on a little fun girls date with my mom, I did stop by Kirkland's and found these adorable wooden spoons. These are actually like for salads, I believe. They still have the price on there, so they were originally $14.99. I got it for they were on sale for $7.97. But then they had an extra 20% off on all their items, including clearance. So I paid around $6 for these spoons. So I'm just going to display them here. If I ever do decide I want to use them, then I will just take off the price tag and wash them before using them. But I've been liking them just as display here in the white crock. So over here on the other side, I do have this cutting board. I've shared with this cutting board with you guys a while back. And then I wanted to use our kettle here, but I was still trying to do some other designs as well. So I just went ahead and add that there. Then I brought back my little wood molar. I believe that's what this is called. So I went ahead and added it here, and then we're moving back to this cutting board with our kettle. So I did buy a little small fan that gives kind of a retro type of vibe. I did pick this up also at Burlington. I believe they were $29.99, but plus my employee discount, so it gave me an extra savings on my money. You can't really tell the color of the fan here, but it is the sage green that we have going on in our kitchen and of course in other parts of our house. And then I did go ahead and bring back the cutting board with the kettle and the little bow dish here that just has some candies in there, and I was just trying to figure it out and arranging it. And then once I finally got it to what I wanted it to be, I went ahead and tied the extra cord so it's not like just a throw in there. So yeah, so it still gives it lots of space to like move it forward and so on if I want to turn it on. Since here in California we live, it gets so hot in the summer, I feel like I just needed a fan this time and add to the kitchen, so when I'm cooking or whatever, it keeps a little bit more fresher, of course. So I went ahead and did that, and then I wanted to add this plant here, but I was indecisive because I didn't want it to look so cluttered or something like that. So I went ahead and added it here, and I was liking it. I think it looked cute, but then I decided to go ahead and swap it out and try it for a different one. You guys will see that in a bit. But I also picked up at Michael's recently this cute dish here. It's just like a measuring dish for butter stick. I thought it was so cute and unique. It kind of gives me the Ray Dunn vibes with it, but it was $11.99 plus 50% off on their spring collection. So I got it for practically like $6, but I thought it was so cute how you could just put your butter stick on top and it measures it out like how much you need if you're going to be baking or cooking or whatever. But like I mentioned, it kind of gave me like Ray Dunn vibes. So if you're into Ray Dunn, of course, check out Michael's for this one. A super cute one. My Michael's, there was only like I think probably 3 or 4 of them, and then they had this one that was like the white and gray, and then there was another one that was more like a white and beige, but I went ahead and went with the gray one. And then here I show how I swapped out the plant there. But this is what our side of the stove is turning out looking like. Still very cozy, moody, and warm, and still decorated for summer, of course. But I'm also going to be showing some close-ups for you guys, so I hope you guys are enjoying today's video. And moving on to the other side of the sink, I do have this Lazy Susan. You guys seen it here being placed here in a couple videos back. So I went ahead and used another one of those tea towels that has like all the herbs drawn on there, and I stretched it out a little bit on this one. And then I just brought back my utensil holder that is holding some florals. And then this greenery, you saw I had it by the fan and the kettle earlier. So I went ahead and tried to add it here in this spot, and then of course I need to use my pot here where I used to the one I used to display like our napkins in. So I went ahead and brought this one here, and of course I have to bring out my little white birdhouse because I just love this one so much. I did share this birdhouse, and it was on sale in my Target haul. So if you guys missed that video, you guys could go ahead and check that one up. It's over on my channel. I shared it a couple videos back, or I could say a couple weeks back. But yeah, if you guys are in need of this one, go ahead and check out that video. It is from the Heart and Hand collection. And on the sink side, of course, I'm just gonna wipe down this little tray, wooden tray that I have. I bought it a couple, probably like a month ago at Marshall's. And I'm just gonna go ahead and add it here because I don't know, I like the wooden tones compared to the white on my countertop. So just to keep it protected and safe from any like water and stuff like that, I did add the tray, the white tray dish inside, and then I just added all of our dish brushes, of course, and then I also added our straw brushes because those are always so helpful and handy to put inside. I actually have two of them. One is a long one and one is a more shorter one. So the long one, I use it to wash our straws, and then the shorter one we use it to clean out like the little cracks in our sink. But here's all of the afters. Once again, I was going for a very warm, moody, cozy vibe, and I feel like it turned out. Here's a little peek back of our living room just to feel more of that moody, cozy vibe that we have going on in our house. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.